Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So it's down to business here. So here he is, the man crowned King of Turin, Alessandro Del Piero.
Yeah, and he deserves that crown too. Another in the line of truly great attacking talent that Italy seems to have a knack of producing. A player of immense ability, but also one who never shirked from his defensive duties too.
Absolutely not, and it's very easy to see why he became such a fan favourite. Caicedo. And here's Elise. He's in a great position here. Out for a throw. And that has been knocked clear. Del Piero.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Now it's Nedved. Lovely bit of skill. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And here's Inzaghi. And it's Pirlo. Oh, good read. Pirlo was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Caicedo. Vietnam have had the ball in promising areas, but nothing to show for it. Elise. First quarter of an hour gone. Caicedo. Now this could be a chance. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Vietnam looking to pass their way through. Great vision.
Well, caution is dominating proceedings. This isn't meeting expectations.
Oh, he's gifted it to the opposition. Inzaghi herring after the ball here. And it's Caicedo. And here's Haaland. Caicedo.
That pressing is so good, it's nice and early.
That's a foul, no two ways about it. And that's going to be a booking. The player's body language here is a bit grim. It is not looking great at all.
Well, if he's serious about trying from this range, I think he must feel he can generate the power. Big ask.
Has a shot! Oh, just fizzes past the post.
Well, I think the defence are breathing a big sigh of relief here. He really spanked that, and it wasn't far away at all.
Well, that has not gone well.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter.
Can he finish?
That's just playing it safe and simple.
It's a pretty loose pass. And the return pass. Davids. Approaching the half-hour mark. Oh, that's nice. Davids. And this is Inzaghi! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
Oh, he's usually such a good finisher.
Just eases him off the ball. And here's Haaland. Olise. Nedved. Pass somewhat off target. Cucurella. And it's Caicedo. Spread out to the left. It's run loose here. Nedved. Now that's well seen too. Now it's Haaland. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Played out to the left flank. Caicedo. Olise is in a really good position out wide. Well, clearly he didn't mean it that way, and he is as disappointed as anyone.
Pity that, because it had a decent chance of progressing.
We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That looks a cracking ball. Del Piero. Pirlo. Del Piero, foot in. Now it's Solot. And it's Del Piero. Pirlo.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Davids. Caicedo powering forward here. Can he get on the end of this? Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. And the second half gets underway.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Cannavaro. Rafinha. And here's Haaland. Lovely ball and he's having a shot! It's there! And the second half is off to a flyer!
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
After 50 minutes,
Vietnam have penetrated for the first time.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
Oh, played through for the wide man. Diving header! Really well taken goal. And there's the goal they've been looking for. Oh, super header, wonderfully acrobatic.
Well, it's very well played, because it's so easy to get those wrong.
And that's it. And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.
volunteers for each block, please report to the staff room immediately.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. There's the whistle, and here we go. Ruud van Nistelrooy, without question, Jim, a giant amongst strikers.
Well, what I found so admirable about him, Peter, was his courage. There were plenty of sceptics who doubted his ability to step up from Dutch football.
He did step up, he stepped up all right, and he was integral in wrenching the title back from North London in 2003. That 20-minute hat-trick in front of the home crowd in the penultimate game of the season. It was pretty special.
Yeah, and all 3 goals brilliantly taken. Another great finisher.
Caicedo.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. That's tidy. Shevchenko plays it in. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Now it's Olise. Olise. And he's made sure that's not getting through.
Haaland really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Out to the left it goes. Bale. Dixon. That's a cute ball. He's in plenty of space here. Nice interception, well timed. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Manchester United clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And it's Van Nistelrooy. And they're quick to press. Alaba gets across to intercept that. Looking for the run. And here's Bale. Van Nistelrooy. And he's quick to snatch it back. Now it's Haaland. Olise. A lot of space ahead of him. Played in with purpose.
Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers: don't concede the opener.
Van Nistelrooy, and the shot! It's hit the upright. Goal! Manchester United! Nedved duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. Nedved receives it in a wide position. And now the breakaway. Rafinha. And here's Haaland. Haaland is flagged offside.
Manchester United clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball.
He has done it! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Manchester United are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Rafinha. Now it's Haaland. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Plenty to aim at here. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Vietnam are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. Nicely shaped ball. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And here's Elise. Strokes it back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
That's going to go a long way. Bale. Dixon.
There will be 1 minute
good
added
read.
time.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Can he get on the end of this? Elise in acres of space out wide. There's the shot! And yes, it's there! Such thrill, such noise, and how this... And the half-time whistle goes. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. Caution certainly not on the agenda here, from both sides.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
And we are already promptly back underway.
Vietnam can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Caicedo powering forward here. Rafinha. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. That is ended up in no man's land. And it's Caicedo. Nice control. Chouameni, searching pass he's played there. Ball swung in. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Vietnam needing a change of fortune here. Dixon. Mateus. And it's Alaba. Beckenbauer. Irwin. Shevchenko. He's a sharp little ball here. Irwin gets into a good position. Irwin is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Caicedo. And Rafinha. Caicedo. Rafinha is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Vietnam looking to pass their way through. Olise. Oh, shooting chance! They've done it! They have come roaring back!
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
The goal scorer after 67 minutes.
Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Substitution on the field. Number 11.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. This has become one superb game of football.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Number 24, Mbappe. Number 5, Yamal. Number 10, Eze. Number 14, Bellingham.
Beckenbauer. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Vietnam perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. And it's Shevchenko. Nedved. Martinez breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Now it's Mbappe. And it's made its way to him. Oh, that looks a good ball through. Good ball, real chance! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
They've played it short. Deep cross. And now they can spring out of defence. Shevchenko. Walker kept his eye on it, and he's there. 75 minutes played. The less said about that pass, the better. Oh, can he get onto this? Neatly clipped into space. Mbappe gets into some space.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Foot in. Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick.
Substitution in progress.
Beckenbauer. Well, that looks a decent ball. It's played through for him. He's shifting through the gears here. Chance, surely! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Mbappe fully appreciates that he could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it.
Still anyone's game, this. One moment can decide it.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team.
It's gone in! He's put through his own net!
I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise. Well, this game we love delivers some bizarre moments too, and of all the people that could have happened to, how was it him?
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Listen, sometimes you need that little bit of luck in games like these.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Mateus. Vietnam, moments now away from seeing this one out.
There will be 3 minutes.
Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Played into space out wide. Mateus. Takes a shot! Really well taken goal. Tying minutes, and we're all square again. Oh, the deftness of touch. Received it delightfully and finished it off sumptuously.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
Climbs up big. Denied by an instinctive save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
That's the end. What a game. A contest of ferocity and marvellous talent from start to finish. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Well, we're underway. So Dida between the sticks for this one, widely recognised, as we all know, Jim, to be one of the great keepers from Brazil.
The big easy for me. There was indeed a time in his career where he was considered as being one of the best, Peter, if not the very best. You don't have a career like his unless you're quite special.
And he shoots! And he's done it! Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Barcelona are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And here's Mbappe. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. That's a shade optimistic. Haaland is onto it in a flash. Luis Suarez, Messi, good ball, good take. Big chance, corner. And we have our very first corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. Well, they can break here. Rafinha proves just a little bit too strong. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Now it's Mbappe. Neymar. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Mbappe. And he's got the beating of his man. Olise ploughing through the middle. And he's claimed by the keeper.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And that is a little undercooked. Rafinha in acres of space out wide. Up he goes! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Now, can they get him away? It's a promising position. The ball has bounced loose now. Neymar.
This is the time you need that pace.
Now it's Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Now it's Neymar. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. Corner number 2 then. And now they can spring out of defence. And it's Luis Suarez. Van Dijk kept his eye on it, and he's there. Aimed beyond the defence. Now this could be a chance. Olise. Neymar. Oh, good-looking ball. Oh, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. And this is Neymar. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. The message is clear, none shall pass. Kyle Walker. Caicedo. That's a good ball out wide. And it's Chouameni for Olise. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Busquets, well seen, saw that coming. Haaland. Busquets. Neymar.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And it's Messi. Now it's Neymar. Looking to play him in. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. And here's Aubameyang.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
He's in a great position here. Oh, that's a fine challenge. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
And here's Aubameyang. Olise. Caicedo. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Now it's Haaland. Played out towards the right wing. Played in. A header! Oh, taken with style. And that takes him up to 30. 30 goals for this side.
2 added minutes has been
Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Vietnam are sitting pretty, 2-0. And we've reached half-time. We'll do it back on the first 45 minutes.
Vietnam certainly can feel happy about how things have gone, but now isn't the time to take their foot off the pedal. They need to keep pushing, keep imposing, don't leave the door open for the opposition.
Vietnam are heading into the break, very happy with how it's gone so far.
Substitution.
That gets things going for the second half. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Knocks it into space. And he's picked out the run. Dida claims comfortably. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And here's Haaland. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Neymar. Kukçu. And it's Kukçu. Barcelona looking to pass their way through. Mbappe is herring after that one. Chouameni. And that's put paid to a promising move. Can he finish? Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Messi goes short. And that's another good win of the ball. Vietnam are looking to go forward now.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Neymar. Barcelona are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
The ball is loose and the chase is on. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Almost an hour gone. Rafinha, he's got away. Rafinha puts a cross in. Kukçu.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And it's Luis Suarez. And this is Bale. Luis Suarez. Oh, he's had a shot! They've done it! The breakaway clinical and clean, and the finish unerring.
Well, we all know, Peter, that this is a team capable of breaking extremely quickly. The opposition should have been alive to the danger, but they fell into the trap.
Substitution on the field, number 11.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
18,
Barcelona get themselves back into contention.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Number 5, Yamal.
And they're quick to get it back.
Eze.
Vietnam finding their passes. He's a sharp little ball here. Neymar. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Oh, well played, well played. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Vietnam suddenly appear frail.
Yes, from comfort zone to a stage of uncertainty, perhaps, and they can't drift into a carelessness, or this could get away from them.
It's a really well-measured ball. Yamal, he's picked his way through. It's a pretty loose pass. Lovely pass. And the shot! And he hits the net! Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring.
Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
Vietnam take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
Spread out to the left, just eases him off the ball. And that's gone loose. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Now it's Yamal. Bonucci. Kukçu. And here's Bale, looking for options for movement. Out of play for a goal kick. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, that's fabulous.
Well, this is intriguing.
That's a smashing touch to get him away. Costa Curta does really well to win the ball there. Costa Curta defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And they're not going to make any further progress now. And that is as far as they're going to go. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Van der Ven did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And the shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are pulling clear here. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. So a real showpiece win. This lot was simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in an easy win. Mbappe taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.
And if you do have a chance today, please take some time out to give your support to our Better Stadium Fund.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours,
Hello,
it might not
everybody,
feel like
and
that.
welcome to
The
today's
stadium
match.
is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So, it's down to business here.
We've seen many free role players that have graced the game, but Ruud Gullit is amongst the elite.
Well, no one would argue with that, Jim, but what do you identify as special in him?
Well, so physically powerful and intimidating, and I think his athleticism helps him get through a fierce amount of work.
Nothing quite like him in the modern era.
Agreed.
And we have our very first corner. Olise with the short one. And here's Olise. In it comes. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Pass somewhat off target. Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Shevchenko gets a foot in here. Walker cuts it out. Oh, good-looking ball. Now it's Haaland. He's a sharp little ball here. Corner it is. Corner number 2 then. And it's been taken short. And here's Olise, looking to go deep. Big chance! There it is! His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Well, I'm giving him full marks for the way he exploited the space, Peter, but you really shouldn't be left unmarked in the middle like that. I don't think he could believe his luck.
Tottenham finding themselves. Can he finish? And yes, it's there! And the lead lost no time at all.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
So smooth, a signature finish.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs, and when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
That has certainly made things interesting.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is...
Shevchenko! Oh, what? And the finish! No mistake! And the comeback is complete! Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
Tottenham take the lead.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Olise, nicely shaped ball. Mbappe receives it in a good position here. That's a sharp pass. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Now it's Shevchenko. Haaland. Haaland unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Caicedo. That's a cute ball. Dink through. That'll be a corner. So, third corner of the game. Tottenham have the chance to go the other way. And he cuts out the supply. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Not the most accurate pass. 30 minutes gone. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Chouameni. And here's Haaland. Now it's Rafinha. Hernandez gets across and deals with it. Now it's Hullet. Caicedo. Looking for the run. Chiellini spots it and intercepts. Tries to pass it through. Hernandez. Oh, good read. Olise. And here's Haaland. Shapes to shoot! Goal! It's level again! What a match we have!
Wow, this is so good. I mean, seriously good. They're putting on quite a show here for us.
It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Chouameni. Oh, good spread. Passing is crisp and sharp. Caicedo. And the shot! They've done it! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward!
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Chouameni. Looking for options for movement. Played into space. Short changes him with that pass. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And no, that was never going to make it. It's a searching pass. Brilliantly cut out. And the half-time whistle goes. Vietnam come roaring back in quite some style. We've got a very different game now. So we reach the halfway point.
Oh, what a half. It's been pulsating and totally absorbing. We're actually headed for a potential classic if this carries on. This is insanely good.
Vietnam hold a skinny lead after a thrilling half. Bring on the second half. It's 3-2.
Substitution in progress.
And we're off again. Right, Shevchenko. Rijkaard.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Nicked it back promptly. Vietnam do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Doku. And Caicedo, well seen, saw that coming. Thuram gets over and intercepts. Searching pass he's played there. And the shot!
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Hullet plays it short. No way through, so back it comes. Haaland. Mbappe. Haaland absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean. That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
And it's Caicedo. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. Shevchenko. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Couldn't squeeze it through. Can he get it through?
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their...
Tries a shot! He's scored! And that is what they came to see, what they demanded to see. His first. Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a double. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
They've seen the light and the opposition have been left in the dark.
Vietnam perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Shevchenko. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he's been shifted off it. Shevchenko. There's a no-nonsense tackle.
Substitution on the field.
It's their second corner of the game.
Bellingham. Number 13.
And now a sudden chance to counter.
Toure. Number 10.
Has a shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
21.
Oh, denied brilliantly!
Rice actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Number 41. Rice.
Tottenham have their third corner.
Franz Beckenbauer. Number 15.
There's the header! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Mbappe.
And he thumps it clear. Now he's got space here. Well, that pass isn't the best. Beckenbauer is fouled. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Deep cross.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
Rijkaard. Veron, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. He's looking wide. Nice control. Eze. Great defending, strong and determined. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Shevchenko. And a chance! It's in! Just one goal in it now! Game on! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
Tottenham get themselves back into contention.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho. Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now. I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Now it's Shevchenko. And that should get the job done. Vietnam can breathe again, just.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
There will be 3 minutes.
Vicious ball here. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Little pass back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
Fired deep towards the back post. Schmeichel claims it. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will, and this place is bouncing. Well, from behind, Jim, that is some win, isn't it?
They've taken advantage of some complacency, Peter, but if you're offered a chance to do that, then you've got to be ready to pounce.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And that gets things running. And we all know of Johan Cruyff as the father of total football, but what can we expect from him on the pitch, Jim?
He'll be the conductor, Peter, making sure that his team creates space and make good use of it. I expect him to be running the show and adding a touch of class to proceedings.
Winning with style, and that's what he has always been about.
Always.
Pelé. Now it's Cruyff. Caicedo does well to get it back. Olise going full tilt down the left. That is lovely. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Cruyff. And it's Valverde. Great ball if he can get there. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. Valverde.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Pelé. He's having a shot! Oh, what has happened here? And it's safely in the keeper's hands.
This is the time you need that pace.
Chouameni, that has not gone well. And this is Pelé. Now who's going to be first to this? Valverde. Van der Ven deals with that comfortably. It's a promising position. Takes a shot! Nicely shaped ball. Caicedo. Olise. He's got away. Looking to go deep. It's a mighty effort! Off the post! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Look, the defending wasn't too clever on that last chance. The cross had to be denied.
Olise proves just a little bit too strong. That's the throw. It's a pretty loose pass. Rodri calmly anticipates. Now, what about a counter-attack? Mendes cuts it out. Oh, can he get onto this? And it's Cruyff. Suarez receives it in a wide position. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Neither side yet able to find the net. Valverde threads one in. Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
And we have our very first corner. That has earned a reprieve for the time being. And now a sudden chance to counter. And he was quick to react. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Costa Curta spots it and intercepts. He won't be happy with that one. 15 minutes till half-time. That's really nicely played. Bergomi did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And here's Sorloth. Chouameni. And here's Olise. He has found the way through. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Now it's Mbappe. He's making a real surge on the left. Well, a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. And he shoots!
Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Well, they're just unrelenting, Peter, wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Van der Ven tries to clear. And now they can spring out of defence. And that is as far as they're going to go.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Aimed beyond the defence. Now it's Olise. He's shifting through the gears here. Costa Curta gets rid without sophistication. Valverde is always looking to break lines. Rafinha. Now it's Mbappe. And we hit half-time. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. So off we go once more. Both sides defensively robust up to now. And it's Cruyff. Now it's Pelé. Luis Suarez. Cruyff could try cutting inside here. Tchouaméni getting this one clear. So, third corner of the game. Martinez gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Vietnam have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Haaland. Not the most convincing of passes. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, good-looking ball. Oh, he's found support out wide. And this is Luis Suarez. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Now it's Mbappe. Pelé! Marvellous goal! Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
So the first goal of the game.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
Substitutions taking place.
Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. Cruyff. Can he get on the end of this? Cucurella. Almost an hour gone. Now it's Mbappe. So what can they make of this? Can he get it through? And this is Luis Suarez. It's Luis Suarez! He scored! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. He's through here. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Good challenge, excellent challenge. Mbappe showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Mbappe has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Substitution on the field. Number 17.
So time for change. And this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Number 23, Suarez. Number 10, Pele. Number 20, Federico
That's been
Valverde.
intercepted.
That's great
Number
positioning,
14,
so good from him.
Johan Cruyff.
Vietnam are stuck in Central Station. And
Number
He's had a
11,
shot!
Romario.
Eze.
Number 18, Dembele.
Out to the right.
Number
Well seen.
21,
Saw that coming.
that was well played,
Number 7,
well stopped.
Giroud.
He's been really sharp.
Number
That's a great
13,
interception.
Messi.
Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Great ball if he can get there. And he's managed to get free. Mendes, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Eze looking to penetrate opposition lines. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Rodri gets it clear, nicked it back promptly. Caicedo. This looks promising.
Vietnam truly seem to be at loggerheads in trying to sort this out. Is it the passing or the movement that's the problem? I think both.
He's found a way through. Real chance! And it's there! And they are cruising away. That is so good, such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
A case now of complete control. Walker gets over and intercepts. Caicedo. Now it's Doku. And here's Doku. Doku is fouled.
Well, there's lots of movement in the box for them to pick out.
Doku. Oh, smashing header! It's in! It was wonderfully efficient.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
After 88 minutes.
So is this the start of a comeback? Nice looking ball. Van der Ven makes the interception. Eze. Vietnam looking to pass their way through.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
5 minutes to add. And here's Doku. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. And it's Rooney. Tries to pass it through. Looking for a runner. No, that's been intercepted. And time is up. Well, here is a defeat that made them hard, and you can sense that all around us. Things going pretty awry. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to
Hello,
lock
everybody,
horns.
and welcome
This
to
is
today's
football
match.
at its finest. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. There's the whistle. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
I'd say Petr Cech. I'm trying to come up with a flaw in his game, and I can't. Dependable and strong in every aspect of a goalkeeper's job, and he breeds confidence for his defence.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Looking for options for movement. Bergomi deals with that comfortably.
This is the time you need that pace.
Pele hurtling down that right flank. Well read, nice interception.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now it's Rooney. And this is Pele. Distributed tidily. And a chance! Oh, he's really drilled it. Can he spark a counter here? And he's picked out the run. Just the goalkeeper. Chance for a shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And we have our very first corner. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. He has a look up. Eintracht Frankfurt are looking to go forward now. Oh, easy pickings there. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. He's gone for goal! Oh, that was no routine save.
Nunez is offering a wry smile there.
It's their second corner of the game. And it's been taken short. Messi tries to pass it through. And now they can spring out of defence. And they can counter here. And it's Nedved. And that is a little undercooked. Araujo defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Pull it. No goals as yet. Little pass back. And it's Hullet. Turan.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Pele. Great vision. Rooney is onto the big chance! Donatoni. Darwin. Now it's Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Searching pass he's played there. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Turan. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And Darwin. Donatoni. Donatoni going full steam ahead down the left flank. Pele.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. Picked up, and Messi! Oh, nice, just not quite.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. And it's Del Piero. Messi. Now it's Darwin. Donatoni. Rijkaard. And here's Nunez. And that is expertly dealt with. And he's quick to get it clear again. Passing nice and neat. It's still 0-0, but no shortage of effort. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Now it's Hullet. Del Piero. Great ball if he can get there. And he cuts out the supply. Xavi Alonso. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped. Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
And it's Hullet. Donadoni. No mess. And there is the half-time whistle. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, I think despite the scoreline, Peter, there's only one team in it. They might not have made the most of their chances so far, but I see no signs of frustration creeping in. Maybe a bit of fine-tuning during the break, and they should get their reward in the second half.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. So neither side has yet broken through. Well, they can break here. Neither of these two want to come off second best. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And this is Cruyff. Cruyff! Messi plays it short. And that has been slung wide. Backward it goes. Bellingham! Great effort, beautifully taken.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Donadoni. Xavi Alonso. Nice sequence of passes this. And he shoots! And he's done it!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
So the first goal of the game. Up he goes! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Bale actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Eintracht Frankfurt have their second corner now. Messi goes short.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And now a sudden chance to counter. Donadoni drives it in. And he's taking no chances there. He's tried one! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
So, third corner of the game. Xavi Alonso with the short one. Well, that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Eintracht Frankfurt have the chance to go the other way. Pass somewhat off target. And the counter is on. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
Pull it.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Messi. While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. An uncompromising challenge. It's really well cleared.
Substitution on the field. Number 21, Messi. Number 10,
And here's Messi.
Donadoni. Number
Defending
19,
was strong and firm.
Bullet.
Eintracht Frankfurt really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Number 18, Bale. Number 27,
Important
Serginho.
interception.
Substitution.
That has earned a reprieve for the time being. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Oh, and the shot! And it's in! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that. Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Ahead by two and just about into the home straight. And it's Messi. He's a sharp little ball here. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Can he get on the end of this? Good read, needed to be. Check clears. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Gnabry climbs up big! Yes! Up by 3. They have their boot on the throats of their foes. A really thumping header, absolutely crashes it in.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Messi. Whistle's gone, and they've got themselves a free kick.
Well, they're struggling to cope with a pacey dribble because they've not been at it as a team. I think the collective pressure needs to be better all round.
Now, there are plenty in the middle waiting for this. And there's not much doubt that this will be played into the penalty area. He is just caressing the ball. Pull it. A lovely... Great chance! And that will be it.
Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result, a very accurate reflection of what we saw.
Just a quick
Darwin
announcement.
taking in the accolades. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, this really is the place to be. Wembley Stadium. Wembley Stadium connected by EE, as it's officially known, the home, the symbol of English pride, prestige and passion. And already we're underway here. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Romelu Lukaku, his physical characteristics are very impressive. They're always likely to attract the most attention, of course, but for me, it's not just that he's big and he's quick.
He's got tall! They've scored! Kick that one out. It was a bullet.
Well, you've always got that threat when he's around. Great movement, and what a great header.
I doubt that. And here's Lukaku. Tries to dink it through. Tries to get it clear.
This is the time you need that pace.
Short changes him with that pass. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Shoots! Oh, he's been caught on it here! He's free, he has got space. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Now it's Messi, and it's Xabi Alonso. And that's a good ball. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Rooney, Lukaku. Oh, hang on. Rijkaard. Now it's Messi.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Messi in acres of space out wide.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the big chance! Ambitious, but just off target.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
And this is Messi. Decent chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Looking for the run. Nice interception, well timed. Pirlo. Has a look and place it forward. Ball's played through. He has found the way through. Can he finish? It's loose now and they want to get it back. Just eases him off the ball. Xavi. Messi. Now it's Haaland. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Rooney. Lovely bit of skill. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Lukaku.
Well, at least they acknowledged the effort.
Donatoni.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Stood up well to him there. Threads one in. Oh, that is a good ball to chance! It's in! England are back in business! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
England grabbed it, shapes to shoot! He has done it! And they're back in front!
Bullet really played that return ball to perfection there, Peter. He knew the exchange was on and he put it on a plate for his teammate. That was just gorgeous.
And now he has two. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Neatly clipped into space. Oh, such a clever touch. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Darren Fletcher. Messi gets into a good position. And here comes the corner.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And now a sudden chance to counter. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Played back. It's a searching pass. The final seconds now. Xavi. Pirlo. And the whistle goes for half-time. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. Neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2-1. And we are back on the way. Now, try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Ferdinand. Ball played for Xavi. Now it's Haaland. Rooney. England looking to pass their way through. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. And it's Xavi. And here's Haaland. Xavi. He's had a shot! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Corner number 2 then. Climbs up big! It's in! They've done it again! It is incredible!
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better.
It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
So all square, and not for the first time.
This is exactly the kind of content.
He's going for goal! And he was there to get a vital touch.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
So, third corner of the game. That has been knocked clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Rooney. Backward it goes. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well
The
stopped.
attendance for this match was 98,004.
Ferdinand. Fletcher. Now it's Rooney. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Now it's Donatoni.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Donatoni. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
He made it look a bit predictable.
It's a good spell of possession, this. And the shot! Goal, England! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! So smooth. A signature finish.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
Substitution for England, number 90.
We have got changes
Lukaku.
here from both sides, in
Number
fact.
30.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Number 8.
Look, he's the one everyone
Rooney.
expects to put the ball in the
Number
net.
6.
That's what he's paid to do.
Xavi. Coming on the field.
Musiala.
Number
Now, what about a
9,
counter-attack?
Dembele. Number 14, Johan Cruyff. Number 10,
Beckham.
Neymar.
Now it's Bale.
Number 42,
Can he get on the end of this?
Musiala.
Will play through for the wide man.
Taking place.
Tomiyasu gets across to intercept that.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Serginho. And it's Beckham. Oh, that's fabulous.
It's a good-looking delivery.
And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. And this is Bale. It's crossed.
It's a mighty effort! Really well taken goal. And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
Certain, searing and imperious.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up?
Haaland!
England really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
He is through here.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Well, that's clear-cut, it's a free kick. Neymar receives it in a good position here, and he gets rid in a hurry. That'll be a throw. That's very neat.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And a chance! Off the post. In he goes again. Oh, that's incredible! And that may just do it!
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
England take the lead. Now it's just a question of holding on.
Well, the last moments now, Peter, are going to be very frantic. There's still time for a twist or two yet.
Lovely, just the goalkeeper to beat. Takes a shot! He's scored! And surely now, the result's beyond doubt.
A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
England could not have picked a better time to snatch a two-goal lead. Is there still time for a response?
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident.
Cruyff. Great chance! Close, but time for no more. The whistle has gone.
Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end, momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match, as neutrals, we all love to come and see.
And we'd like to inform you now
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So it's away we go then.
I don't think I've seen a player as complete as the Czech cannon.
Ah, Nedved.
Yeah, the cannon gives us a little indication of the power he can produce from either foot, but he sets about his job like a Tasmanian devil, a whirlwind of activity.
So strong on either side.
He is.
Oh, good spread. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Can he get on the end of this? It's Luis Suarez! Superb goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
What do you think now about that goal?
Yeah, and anything that's hit low with real pace like that makes it so much harder for the keeper, and he was never going to get to that.
So, a breakthrough already. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
He is through here! Suarez going full tilt down the right-hand side. Suarez not one to pass up the chance to run up the defence. He loves those duels.
Well, I thought that run had balance and control, skill and strength. The sort of desire we hope will spread.
And this is Luis Suarez. He's under a lot of pressure there. Aimed in towards the centre. And it's safely in the keeper's hands.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Now it's Donatoni. Nunez. Oh, that's a fine interception.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Cleared without hesitation. Luis Suarez looking to add to his goal. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And it's Messi. And he has been fouled there. And he has shown him a yellow card. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Nice interception, well timed. That has not gone well. Xavi Alonso. And here's Hullet. And here's Nunez. And he was alert to it. Now this shoots! And the keeper couldn't hold it. No mistake! They are right back in business.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price.
He's had a shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And we have our very first corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. Guti going face-to-face with his great rival. Hullet is onto it in a flash. And it's Del Piero. Oh, played right into his path.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And he's only too happy to take that back.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Nicely shaped ball. Now that's well seen too. Guti. And this is Luis Suarez! Loose ball now, and there's a... Oh, he's been caught on it here! And this is Luis, and the shot! Goal! And they get themselves in front! Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Nesta gets across to intercept that. Del Piero might just make this. And here's Hullet. He's in plenty of space here. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Nesta did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Well timed, excellent interception. Nice looking ball. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. And neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
So we're just settling back into this second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
He gets big! Firm header just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
And reclaimed it in a trice. Xavi Alonso. And the pass is intercepted. Donatoni. Hullet was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Pinches it off him. Now it's Del Piero. Guti. Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. That's been cut out, well played. Rijkaard. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Lahm makes the interception. Suarez is herring after that one. Yaya Toure. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. So can they find a way to turn round this deficit? Looking for options for movement. He's got away. Big chance! Has another go! He scores! And this is getting better and better. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
You can certainly sense a real change of mood here. Now the crowd are demanding that they just finish this off.
Tries to play it through. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing.
What a cute ball. That's beautifully weighted. Rooney shapes to shoot! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are cruising away. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Oh, look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark. There's the shot! A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And that's it. And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin.